Hello, this is BGFH here again with another video, and today I'm going to be taking a quick look at Wolfenstein 3D, pretty much the granddaddy of first-person shooters. There were shooters before that, but this is the one that really took off and started the genre as it is today. So this is the game you have to thank. And as of yesterday, actually, it was Wolfenstein 3D's 20th anniversary, so it's been a long time. This game, I can't believe I guess it shows how old I am, but I remember when the game first came out, and believe it or not, it's still as awesome as it was back in the day. So I'm just going to play through maybe a level or so for you and show you what the game is like. If you haven't played it, you definitely owe it to yourself to give it a shot. Because like I said, it's just a lot of fun. And I'll talk again a little bit about just how it plays visually, and you know, from a visually impaired perspective here, and maybe a couple other tidbits here and there. So, you know, as we get started here, we got this menu system. This is the main menu. I did turn off the music because otherwise that gets kind of loud in the background, and there's no way to really adjust the music volume. It's either on or off. So you know, the text is really large. It's like I said, I thought it was pretty easy to see. Good contrast, the red, you know, the red and the different colors, pretty easy for me to see. I really had no trouble playing the game, and even the HUD while playing, it's not bad at all, as you'll see in a minute. We'll start a new game here. And these are our 6 episodes that we can choose in the full game, and it still surprises me back in the day where there's so much content that you could fit on a floppy disk. I mean, yeah, we don't have the fancy graphics of today, but you know, you get a game that has maybe, you know, 10 levels or something like that now, and you know, this game, it's got like 60 levels or so, and it's just amazing. You know, I don't know how long, let's say for instance, Max Payne 3 is going to be, but that's coming out here very shortly. And God, what was it? I think it was like 35 or 45 gigabytes. I mean, it was crazy huge. And you know, so I you know, I wish kind of the developers had to take and maybe try to do some compression or try to work within some limitations just to, you know, not make things quite so huge. But I digress. Let's go into the first episode here. And I always got a kick out of this. We got the difficulty levels here. No easy, medium, or hard. We've got, can I play, Daddy? Don't hurt me. Bring 'em on. And I am death incarnate. I'll just stick with the default, which is bring 'em on. And here we go. So we start out in a jail cell in Castle Wolfenstein here. Come on. There we go. Get my mouse to respond. When I first saw this game, I was blown away. Believe it or not, I saw it at a School for the Blind. I was taking some classes there, learning Braille, learning a few technology things, and stuff like that. And the computer instructor's son had installed some DOS games, and I thought, well, let's check some of them out, because I didn't know what they were. I just, you know, I'm used to playing the games on Nintendo and Atari. I had no idea what I was getting into. I fired it up, and this wasn't even a computer that had a sound card. We're talking PC speaker only. And even there, like, even with no real sound effects, the graphics alone and just the whole style of the game blew my mind. You know, here we are, we're looking down the barrel of the gun. What you see is what the character sees. Just the whole first-person perspective was amazing to me back then. And to this day, first-person shooters are still one of my favorite genres. So, you know, like I said, I played it, and a couple years later, I got to play it with a sound card, and the music in this game, it's okay, but, you know, Doom is the one that really got me for the music. That had an amazing soundtrack, which I'll probably cover in a future video. But you know, like I said, this just blew my mind. Like, the characters are huge. You know, they really look, you know, for back then, these things were super realistic. I mean, you know, they looked like people. They weren't just, you know, they weren't just little pixels like an Atari. They just had so much more detail to them and animation. It was really awesome. Kill a couple more Nazis here. And yeah, I love this game. The one thing I always thought that was kind of funny about it is, you know, it's a run-and-gun shooter, but it still kind of has some arcade roots. Like right here, we've got some treasures that we got. We got a score down there on the bottom. We actually have lives, believe it or not. So when you die, you actually have a limited number of lives. But you kind of negate that because you can save anywhere. So if you save often, you know, when you die, you just reload a save. Because the other thing is, when you die, you don't keep any of your weapons. So if I die, this machine gun's gone, and I have to find I have to either find one in the level or find a dude that has one, kill him, and then take it. So, oh, hi. But yeah, so, you know, as we're playing here, you notice that even on the bottom, the HUD on the bottom, the numbers are still really big. I can just glance down, and even I can see how much life I have left, how much ammo I have. Those are obviously the two key things. I really don't pay much attention to the score, that kind of stuff. I thought there was another guy in here. Did I kill him already? Watch, he'll come up and pop me from behind. But yeah, this game is just, as I don't remember if I mentioned it already, but this game, if you haven't played it, it's available on everything. Came out on the PC first, and ever since then, I mean, if there's been some kind of gaming system or gaming platform, it's probably on it. I mean, it's been on the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, a lot of consoles. I mean, I've got a copy on my iPhone. I've got it on the 360. There's a secret level there. I'm not going to go in there right now because I actually just want to play the second level. Health, though. But it's on everything. If you have a reasonably powerful scientific calculator, chances are there's probably a port of it for that at this point. One interesting thing I will mention is that some of the ports were different, especially like the Mac version, which I never really got to play. I did see somebody play it once, but it actually had some better sound effects and better graphics. The Super Nintendo version, because back in the day, Nintendo was really careful about, you know, what it allowed for content on its systems, and so, you know, you couldn't kill dogs. Some of the Nazi signs, the swastikas had to be taken out. The blood had to be changed, and the enemies didn't talk in German either. They just said, I think it was halt, and I forget what the other phrases were, but it actually changed. I mean, the gameplay was still fundamentally the same, but it was still some interesting changes. So when I go in this door, this is one. I mean, if you remember one sound effect from Wolf 3D, this is probably one of the ones that you remember. We'll go in and kill these dudes. Hey, guy.
Mein Leben!
Ah, yes. Yep, you gotta remember that. If you remember anything from Wolfenstein 3D, that's probably it. So, I'll just play a little bit further here. I know I'm skipping some doors, but I just know that there's not any crucial level elements in there, and for the speed of the video's sake, I'm just gonna stick to the critical path, kill some dudes, and I think if I die, we'll wrap up the video here, and if I don't, I will end at the end of this level. So I'll try to maybe just shut up here, unless I can think of anything really interesting to say, and let you finish watching me play this level. Come on. There we go. Ah, come on. Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay, and there's what to do there. I think we got some health down here, too. So, if I do wrap this thing up here pretty quick, you know, if there's any other games, classic games, or new games, or anything that you want me to cover, you know, you wonder how well it can be played visually, or if there's anything you're interested in, just let me know, and I'll see if I can cover it. Odds are it's probably going to have to be PC stuff right now. Consoles, I really don't have a good resource to do it right. You know, a lot of everything today is either it's out on like the Xbox 360 and the PC, so I can play the PC port or PC version of it. So, you know, I'm pretty fortunate there. But if it's a console exclusive, I may not be able to get to that for a while. But with that, here's the end of the level, and again, if you have any other comments or whatever, suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget, if you want to find out, if you want to read more about this, as I will probably post a post something in my blog about Wolfenstein 3D as well here. If you want to visit my blog, it's illegally-cited.wordpress.com. Check that out if you want. And until next time, have a good one.